सबसे पहली बात है कि जो बेसिक एजुकेशन है, जो प्राइमरी एजुकेशन है, उसकी देखरेख के लिए पूरा समय दिया गया। 5 साल उसमें रखे गए हैं। 5+3+3+4 का जो फॉर्मूला है, उसकी वजह से फाउंडेशन स्टेज पे जो हमारा रहेगा, फिर उसके बाद प्रिपरेटरी स्टेज है, उसके बाद मिडिल स्टेज है और फिर सेकेंडरी स्टेज। जो टेक्नोलॉजी का यूज है, आज का जो दौर देखिए, अभी के दौर में भी देखते हैं कि टेक्नोलॉजी के यूज से ही हम थोड़ा बहुत कर भी पा रहे हैं, तो टेक्नोलॉजी का बहुत बड़ा समावेश इसमें होगा। और जो रिफॉर्म्स इन एग्जामिनेशन ऑफ ग्रेड 9 to 12, इसमें बहुत सारे बदलाव की जो अभी इसमें सुझाव दिए गए हैं, उसकी वजह से बच्चों को बहुत फायदा होगा। और हमारी जो सबसे जो मुख्य बात इसमें जो आएगी, वो आएगी हमारी कल्चर से संबंधित, हमारी ट्रेडिशन, हमारे सारा हिंदुस्तान की जो व्यवस्था है वो इसमें समावेशित होगी। और एनईपी पूरी तरह से हमारे सारे सिस्टम को, हमारे सारी व्यवस्था को मजबूत करेगी और इस देश को आगे बढ़ाएगी।
The 21st century skills of critical thinking and creativity is the focus and also pivoted on early childhood education. It is common sense that children who lack foundational skills learn less or nothing as they move up to higher classes, leading to a rise in cause of early dropouts. This policy makes 3 years of preschool mandatory for all children, the age group where brain development is maximum. Freedom of subject choice has been provided, making this entire curricula transdisciplinary, providing an opportunity for students who study math and music, economics and environment science, coding or chemistry, straying away from the examination being the only tangible means of assessment. This will lead to inquiry, lifelong learning, and not learning by rote. I see this as the renaissance of the Indian education, and it's time for us as citizens, teachers, students, parents, and the society as a whole to support this with all our heart and all our spirit.
Long back, my son could not do what he wanted to do, that is physics with humanities. This was 15 years ago. And today I'm so happy. Many children like my son will be able to do the courses they want to do with this national education policy. The long awaited change is coming, but we all have to follow it by word and spirit of it. The entire stakeholders have to spruce up, change their entire outlook, be ready for the change, accept the change.
What a welcome change. What a huge sigh of relief for the educators, for the children of the country. Till date, we have been focusing on what to think in our educational policy. But now we are focusing on how to think. There is an avalanche of information in this digital era, and thus the new educational policy has tried to filter out what is not needed. Now there will be changes, there will be transformation, there will be learning the fun way, there will be learning to satisfy curiosity.
Our education system for the past 34 years has been totally based on marks, with excessive focus on various kinds of traditional assessments. Even fetching 90% marks may not guarantee a decent job in near future. But the new National Education Policy 2020 is set to replace all these concerns. Now board exams will be redesigned, keeping in mind to test the actual knowledge and core competencies. So exams will be conducted in 2 parts, objective and descriptive. Another ingredient seen in this new education policy is the freedom of choice for students. Mix and match subjects like chemistry combined with history in senior schools and colleges is now possible. And as students, you will be given a choice of subjects to study. Now report cards will include your self-assessment. So in addition to the existing teacher's evaluation sheet, and that again gives you an opportunity to evaluate your own performances in the course of your learning.
The National Education Policy 2020 has been promulgated. It's a visionary document that intends to transform the educational system not only at the school level but also at the university level. The radical changes aim at making the education system holistic. It is aiming to make it flexible, multidisciplinary and aligned to the needs of the 21st century. The important features of NEP at school level are: first, It recognizes the importance of foundation learning of 5 years from nursery to class 2. Second, it buries the Hindi versus English debate, recognizing the importance of local language, regional language as the medium of instruction. Additionally, for classes 11th and 12th, NEP 20 disbands the concept of streams. Extracurricular activities, co-curricular, vocational training have been given equal importance. To sum up, NEP 20 enables students to work towards their talent and be their best selves.
From standard 9 to 12, semester system will open a new window. Student will be released from carrying the huge yearly burden. I like that the syllabus will be reduced to core knowledge of any subject only, which is now the need of the hour. I hope in this way, new policy may bring a new change.
As soon as children stepped into grade 9, they started preparing for these exams at 10th and 12th level. So now that's going to help them bringing in a choice of subjects. You don't have to go into science, commerce, humanities. You can take up physics with history. You can take up any subject which you feel is necessary for the career that you will to go into your goals.
Flexible entry and exit in degree courses is a revolutionary idea. Establishment of National Research Foundation is one of the highlights of this new education policy. Mother tongue or regional language proposed to be made medium of instruction is likely to benefit a large number of students.
It will bring lots of changes in the teaching, evaluation and even the accreditation. The education system of India will be at par with the developed countries in the world, and also takes care of the 21st century skills like creativity, collaboration, communication and critical thinking.